Hello Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to your yearly reading for 2024. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Happy New Year Sagittarius. I'm going to start with the fortune reading cards. So we are looking at your fortunes and try to see the story developing around it, and also some other clues, any kind of a warning that may arise, or some pieces of information, anything we can find out with the combination of several decks. At times energy is overlapping, so I let you know what messages are strong. Yeah, just stay open-minded and you are with me, you are fine. So fortune reading cards, the first message. Okay, the first message is about coming around the terms of trust. So it is trying to make you to conscious of who you trust. In 2024, trust is a time to choose people accordingly will be important, and your intuition pretty much will be at work, because obviously this is not something you can understand with five senses, but your intuitive energy here will help you to definitely to move more confidently and consecutively with whom you will be trusting. Yeah, I feel like some kind of a behind the sceneries environment, and here maybe it will be better at times to keep things to your own counsel as well. Very introverted cards actually. We have the owl, so this is also about the messages and wisdom to be found in your circumstances. This is also it can refer to knowledge. Okay, so intuitive messages, intuitive knowledge, which may help you to be more cautious around people and circumstances. Of course, it is important also, you know, in what type of a natural setting you are operating from. If this is, for instance, like a environment where work and friendship is a bit intermingled, and there is some kind of a behind the scenes, you know, environment, it may be an important message, but it can be also circumstances which may arise that you need to pick and choose wisely about this trust issues as well. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles energy, Five of Swords. Oh, you are going to see, this is my card which talks about something, a fanatical thought, or you see this red sword. This is like the fanatical thought, like put things in some type of diversion, opposition and division, like and the moon telling me that you need to be observant. So before you getting involved to any type of situation which you know, you may be tempted to like explain your viewpoints, like very quickly you wanna maybe tell something, but I have to say it may actually not be it may not be in your on your advantage, because like acting too quickly too soon may lead to, let's say, a change in the circumstances, then you maybe regret doing so. Here you need to trust the intuition. This is a receptive energy, so you got to be observant about this in a particular setting, something seems to be so perfect at first, but actually it is not. There is going to be some viewpoints differentiating, very different. People may take sides. There can be, again, this fanatical thought, you know, supporters, or you may be tempted to get into some kind of a challenge which is actually not gonna support you in the long term. We have now the Death Tarot card. Now that is about a radical change in our circumstances, and this is also how we are the agent of change. I feel a particular environment you are in or will be engaging with will change for good. It's like something seems to be perfect, but it's like comes to a point where things cannot develop there anymore. So in order to make the necessary changes, someone take maybe initiation there. This is like as you witness several maybe situations which is going to put you like in some kind of a spectator, and you will be like watching, like everything will be in front of eyes, and you say, I'm gonna change my conditions, I'm not gonna stay here anymore, kind of thing. This scenery that people also you know, in cross purpose or opposition can be with regards to a financial situation as well. Actually, it's like saying, you know, there is enough of from everything for everyone, but it's like there is a very high ambition of maybe some, so maybe someone asks too much than they need, or there is this prosperity element, abundant element, where people are feeling at cross purposes for that. Scorpio energy is also it's about other people's resources. So when it comes to other people's resources here, there are some things will be subject to change. And also finances, which is coming to your way. There are some changes there, because I feel like you are thinking about this actually from the very beginning. And then you see something is really unfolding by time. Yes, again, we have the ship, which is a symbol of riches and wealth, inheritance, trade, and voyage. You may be living a situation, and by using financial resources which are going to become also available to you, you can also make necessary changes, or there is a very massive shift, especially when it comes to the material aspects of life. You may be like getting your fair share about something, but here maybe it's like, you know, this shareholders. That's why it says be careful who you trust at this time. The messages, yeah, I mean, it's very introverted energy I see here. Yes, Queen of Pentacles again, a card which talks about material life, and again the riches. Riches are not from abundance of worldly goods, but from a contented mind. Okay, so it says in this card, and this is the portrait of a woman in golden dress. So this is Klimt and Franz March, it seems they collaborate for this painting. So this is a 19th century painting. This is Art Life deck, so we have these paintings, and we have also some quotes attributed to these cards with them. Contented mind. So riches are not from abundance of worldly goods, but from a contented mind. So here maybe the idea is this Five of Swords. I was talking about that fanatical thought or something being like too edgy. This is not a content position, of course, but in order to find some kind of a contentment, I think you are, it's a very powerful position when we alter our conditions and what we are gonna do with something we are also given. And I think this is your preparedness and how you are, your influence over your circumstances in order to reach that content mind, I do feel. Now, I will speak a couple of things. Actually, I want to get one more card. There is something here with children. I feel some Sagittarius people makes financial undertakings or investments, making their hobbies like into job or work. There is something with in the investment sense, or what you are like investing your resources to. And we have also two queens, Queen of Swords. This is the allegory of good government. It is in Serena, Italy, by Ambrogio Lorenzetti. It's a 14th century painting. Also, classical Rider-Waite Smith deck has this figure as a, you remember the symbol of the Empress in the classical tarot decks. This is Pamela, the painter of classical Rider-Smith deck, has been influenced from this figure here when drawing the Empress card. Again, be content with what you have, rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Again, contented mind. Be content with what you have. So, are we also having trouble with something then it is actually enough with what we're gonna have, but if we ask like more of it, then that content state of mind will be like out of bounds, and this may also put us trouble with others. This is also some kind of a warning here. No, there isn't something lacking, it says. I feel like some Sagittarius, they are literally, there is this financial resource and there is like the holders of it, or like people trying to get share of it, or there is some type of a bonus, you know, about something or some source, like there are some discussions on that, and it's like your further actions, investments. I mean, there is some big money in this, I have to tell. And maybe here you are, you want to see also who is your rival. Maybe you are in a more different setting, but who is your rival, who is your collaborator, who is your alliance. There is this division, I do feel. Why don't we get one, or actually these, two of them has come. I think you are trying to build a ladder here to reach a point where you are going to, you are like this white dove, of course, the sign of peace, and we had this contentment symbology. You want to reach out there and getting involved in with something you will feel content with. But for this, you need some secure base. This is someone who is creating their dreams and carving things out of also which are like already around. I mean, this is a cloud, right? So there is one thing like that, and there is also this you see there is a blackboard here. There are some formulas, as you can see, belongs to mathematics or physics. There is this child, so there is this academia, and we have also the ships being made of paper. There is one soldier here, and there is this little one, an animal or a toy. So there is also like a dreamy landscape, or this is what he imagines, or what he imagined is manifesting differently, or maybe he's taking a role which is too heavy for him when we see it, his age. And there are also some, there is like a generational people, some older figures. You also had ship here, by the way. Again, you had the ship here. You have also double ship. I feel you may be like prepared with some, let's say, theoric information, or what you have been studying, researching. But I feel like this is like saying, are we ready in real life? It's like this, let's say you graduate from a place, okay, you learn that, but that's actually just like the theory of life. But when it comes to the real life, and when those occupations and jobs and expertises that we have been educated, when we try to bring it out in the real world, maybe it moves differently. And it's like, to me, what feels like this is what is in your heart, what you always like wanted to do, but this is like what you are obliged to and not happy with the process. It's like there is this responsibilities, and there is like what is in your heart, and to have like resources, you know, in what to invest, like. And plus, this is a bit risky choice of this is a bit risky choice of, because it goes to some uncharted territory, and there is like a yeah, there is a soldier here with gun. I mean, something feels either like dangerous, even you feel like the sufficient education for that. Something feels maybe threatening, or to dream about future or an ideal is for you, something feels scary. But here the horizon is like super clear, and there are things which nourishes you, that you dream of creating with that content mind. So it's like a division of two different characters. I think, and we have also the two queens here. Okay, two queens. Both are talking about that content mind. Now, I think there will be things, Sagittarius, in 2024, which is, you are maybe from your, let's say, window, okay, from your perspective, like there are possible scenarios in case of choosing the A path or the B path. This is a bit adventurous energy in its nature, and the things we got to do here needs to be actually fun here. It's our creations and what we create. This is also the love, of course. It says with the trust of a child, trusting the child, trusting a child's luck and developments with regards to children. Expression of dramatic expression, fun, romance, art, and gambling, investments, and the power of love. It's the house of creation. It's actually quite a private space. Now, before something, I feel like, goes out there, first it needs to be internalized by you throughout 2024. First, you got to like internalize what you really want to put out there. I think there is going to be sufficient amount of resources for you, but if like something is your already potential, if you go like exceed that potential, things get a bit messy in that point. I think life will treat you very generously, and it's going to make you actually successful when it comes to practical and financial areas. There is also a level of sensuality here. Something with creation, comforts. I feel you will find some kind of a middle ground. You are not pessimist, you are realist. And also very pragmatic, I think. Like, whatever you put your hand or invest your resources, both material, emotional, or soul-wise, I think this is going to be distributed to produce tangible results, as long as you feel content with it and internalize the process. You may see some harvest, okay? The sky teeth can also be your harvest. There can be some harvest after Eight of Pentacles, much labor. Maybe from a labor, you want to get a faster result. You want to go for the harvest earlier. That's why this 5 puts you in maybe against all odds with other people. And then you concentrate your harvest. There is labor here. You are really giving your time and energy to something which is important to you, and you experience the acquisition of wisdom through this experience. And I think you are bringing yourself to a prudent point to use of that wealth as well. There is a lot of things to do with money in your reading. I mean, financial wise, this is a reading which is really promising, but there can be, of course, by knowing what to do, you can really make the best moves out of this. I also feel there is this side of you who wants to trust the authority figures or power figures. Like in your undertakings, you want to go and align with the written rules and what is really bureaucratic and things like that. At some point, I see Sagittarius energy. There is a decision there, like, shall I take this risk or not? Because like you feel maybe if you take a particular risk, you may endure an emotional loss or separation. But the thing is that you already do something very courageous at the beginning, and this journey is just here to continue. So like you in the end need to open new vistas for yourself, for positive growth, I do feel. And I do feel like there are two characters here. Like one is happy about what they are doing, and one of is very anxious actually with the road ahead. Like two different things, two different mindset, the colors even like very different. It's like what we imagine and how things may turn out to be. But you will never know if you don't take a risk, kind of thing, I feel. Like you have here the fifth house energy. This is becoming more adventurous in life. It's about risks here because some creation wants to happen. One more card. So what does not destroy me make me stronger. It's like saying, let this be your motto. So we have the Tower energy. Tower happens when we become too much stuck with or too occupied to stay in one foundation. So the universes make us to go out of that tower, or the tower, or something we have been built ourselves. I think for some Sagittarius there is going to be really this change of places. Like if you feel you need to move from one place to another, but have been like canceling it, well, it can be 2024 some developments which is gonna actually ultimately make you to move from that place, because the energy or the how events or this energy coming towards you may make you to, okay, before things getting complicated here, let me move, let me so you need to consider that also a change of scenery when it comes to your maybe domestics. I think your soul this 2024 wants to experience some unity, like something greater, with something greater in life. Want to express maybe that sublime also. You want to find some kind of a sublime maybe expression in what you are doing. You want to have you want to know that or you want to see the things you are getting occupied with has a meaning. Which is maybe from the very beginning there is this spirit of competition in your reading. I need to win, I need to overcome, I need to challenge the status quo kind of thing. Actually, there is a very this athletic, muscular, this active, coordinated, daring energy here. But what was the idea? you got to see this from an intuitive perspective, being observant of the circumstances. You will know and act later what to do. If you're a Sagittarius who are into sports, a particular energy level or performance may feel excessive and disruptive. You may change your ways. If you are going through a period where you have a child and there is this hyperactivity with them, there can be new adaptations as a parent there. Some Sagittarius, I feel, will set up a routine program for some physical exercise. I don't know, walking, running, you know, bicycling. There is something you are engaging in the sports wise. Like you are trying to find a constructive outlet also for to energy, to, you know, to regulate an energy. I feel there is some kind of how do they say, there is something also in the intimate nature, like in terms of intercourse, physical intercourse. There can be some interesting, let's say, physical intimacy level. You will have very interesting experiences, I have to say, because here I see also the energy of libido in your cards, because here I see Sagittarius, if you have been, something here is daunting you in the beginning and then you feel undaunted by this competition, but this later adds some kind of a fuel to the fire which flames in your heart, and you may be more straightforward about your wants and needs. You may also find yourself making some first move in order to initiate something also intimate with a person. But there can be also lessons when it comes to, let's say, intimate conquests with your encounters. There can be some trial with you know, some tests for the heart, okay? Actually, this is all the soul wants to find its higher calling. That's why it needs that stimulation. That's why. This, if you're a parent, by the way, this reading really warns you against being overly cautious and highly reserved parent. This may really create sleepless nights. I see here maybe some of you are new mothers or fathers. You will never get bored with your parental tasks. There is going to be always some type of energy involved with that. I think where necessary, if you feel so much energy in life, you need to find the necessary outlets to channel this. I think there is a lot of financial promise here. There is a lot of financial promise, but the way that you will be moving forward, or what type of outlets you will choose in order to go through these circumstances, will definitely determine the quality of your experience, I have to say. I think some Sagittarius out there will change. Let's say there is this thing, you really put yourself with dedication, but you weren't really sure if who were like supporting your work. You were very much committed to learning or honing your craft, but then there was this type of situation which you feel like you are like fighting against all odds, and it's like you later change your focus into something else, like you take like more risk in something, but whatever you want to focus yourself, you want to put your efforts, if you want to achieve a specific goal or a skill, or whatever you put your energy to, this is really gonna lead to a significant transformation and change in your life. Actually, this can be also like a battle with yourself. Like if this is gonna think I'm committing myself will create any material foundation for me, but keep learning and keep doing it. There is something definitely potent there. I see your dedication there. I see some Sagittarius people trying to be a true expert in something, and they have like they keep practicing. I do feel there is going to be times where you will be like maybe work harder than before in a new setting, but it's like you want to level up in something, but there is something also holding you back. You are also letting go of that fanatical view of maybe a particular plan with what you will be creating, or a previous job or investment or goal or a skill. Like create some kind of an old mindset, or it has attracted maybe a toxic relationship or something like sucking the life out of you. I think you are going to say this goodbye. Though at the same time, as you change direction, your hard work and also being transformed with this thing will go definitely hand in hand. You can really achieve greatness. You can be like get rewarded for something. You may create something shocking in a way that, you know, oh, how have you created it? How have you come up with this idea? You know, that can be also that shocking development. Because you will put a really hard work to achieve something there. There is growth, prosperity in your career and finances. This may open some new paths, but in the first stage of the reading, I talk about also the things that may feel contradicted as well. So it's a year that you will really make some changes, and your dedication will set the role for the, I think, rest of the year. You got to be really open to new experiences, and at some point, if you need to like embrace uncertainty, Okay, actually this is going to be your biggest security. Okay, uncertainty, chasing uncertainty can be your biggest security, where what others believed as secure, like collapsing, as you follow uncertainty, you will see actually it is the most secure thing to do. Okay, so there is something like that. By the way, this Nietzsche's "What does not destroy me makes me stronger" is actually a very scorpionic quote. This is, to me, how an inwardly intensified energy can create further power and manifestation in our life. Just make sure you are content with every step you take here, okay? You will have enough from things. So there is this also this generosity that you will be provided, I do feel deep down, Sagittarius. I hope you find your reading insightful. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. Speak to you soon, okay? Take good care and Happy New Year, Sagittarius. Bye bye.